Now let us implement a train ticket reservation application, and we are implementing just a part of it. That is, the user will be able to see the trains running between the specified source and destination on the specified date of travel. Okay, so these two are developed as autocomplete widgets, and this is a date picker widget. So suppose I enter some letter T, it will show all the stations that contains the character T. So let me specify Trivandrum, and this is the name of the station and this is the station code. Actually, these are not actual values. That is, we are using some dummy values for the purpose of this application. Then for this, let me just enter H and select this one, and this is the name of the station and this is the code. And for the date of travel, it should be at least from today, right? Because the dates that are over should not be selectable. And suppose I click 12th, it will show the date like this, that is 12 October 2016, and it will be a Wednesday. Okay, now if I click search trains, it will give the details of the train that have the service in this route, that is from this location to this location. And to complete this application, we can have a book button with each train, and we can get the details of the passengers and collect the money and all. So we have just done a part of it. That is, this application allows us to find the trains that have service on the specified route on the specified date, and we are using some dummy data for this application. And suppose I change this to some other place, say B and Coimbatore, search trains, the details will be different. And if I select some other destination, say A, this one, search trains, the details are different now. So let's develop this application from scratch using jQueryUI. For this, I have already created a web page. It is findtrains.html, and let's add the elements. So first we need to have the from, to and date text boxes and also a button. Okay, so first let me add a div element with ID container for styling purpose. Then let me add an h2 as find trains. Then let me add the label for from and let the text be leaving from. And we need to have a new line, so BR. Then I want to add the input element with ID from and type equals text. Let me add two BR elements to have some gap, and then I want to have the label for going to, that is the to text box. So let me copy this, paste it here and change this to and change the label to going to, and also the ID, it is 2. Then I also want to have the calendar, and this is date of travel, and this is also calendar. We are going to make this a date picker. Okay, then after this, let me have a button with ID btn search, and here search trains. This is the text. Now let us try to style these items a bit. So here style tag, let me access it like hash container. Let me set the width to be 400 px, height also 400 px, border 2 px solid black, border radius of 10 px, margin, let me specify a margin of 70 px, and padding of say 10 px. And I also want to have the blue shade as the background color. So background, let me set the value like this value. Now we have set a number of properties for the outer container. Next, what we want to style, we can style the h2 element. So h2, let me specify text align to be center and let the color be white. Then I want to style the labels. So label, I want to make the color, that is a text color, as white, and add some padding and margin of 5px each. So there will be some gap between the items. Okay, and now let's check it. Save, refresh. See, it is now appearing like this. I think we can increase the size of this, that is the size of the label, and also increase the text boxes size and all. Okay, so let's do that. Here let me specify the font size to be 25px. Then after this, for the input element, let me specify the width to be say 90%, then height to be 25px, a border radius of 10px, so that there will be rounded corners. Font size again 25px, and also a padding of 5px and margin of 5px. And for the button as well, we can have a border radius value, so hash btn search, and for this as well we can have a border radius of 10px. And within this, let me make it a themable button, so $hash btn search dot button. This will make it a themable button. Now let's check it. Save, let me refresh. See, it is now looking like this. So now we are ready with the front end. Next, what we need to do, we need to do the implementation part, and we will do it in the next lecture.